Hey, Cowboys fan. I know things have been rough lately, and it's hard to ignore the massive storm brewing around the Dallas Cowboys right now. I mean, after that devastating loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, there's no denying that the team is in serious trouble. The 34-6 blowout was a wake-up call that hit us hard. It's been tough to watch, right? You probably thought, like many of us, that Dak Prescott's injury would be the turning point for the worst this season, but what happened in that game, well, it felt like a slap in the face. When Cooper Rush stepped in for Dak, it was clear that the offense couldn't get anything going. Rush finished with just 45 yards on 13 completions. And if that wasn't bad enough, McCarthy decided to pull Rush and throw Trey Lance into the mix, a decision that didn't seem to pay off either. Lance completed only 4 of his 6 attempts for 21 yards, and to make matters worse, he threw an interception. Despite that, McCarthy stood by his decision, saying he wanted to get Lance into the game, but didn't feel comfortable starting him just yet. "We had a package for him," McCarthy said. But the truth is, the Cowboys' offense looked lost, again. And here's the thing, Cowboys fans are starting to wonder, has McCarthy lost the plot? Is he really the guy to lead us out of this mess? Before we dive deeper into McCarthy's questionable decisions, let's take a quick moment. If you're following this roller coaster ride of emotions with us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. You're helping us grow, and we're aiming to hit 12,000 subscribers soon, so your support means a lot. Thanks for being part of the Cowboys Nation. So, what's next? Can McCarthy turn this around, or has he lost the trust of the fans? The way things are going, it's hard to be optimistic. But don't go anywhere, things are only getting more intense from here. Alright, let's break it down a bit more, because it's hard to ignore just how bad things have gotten for the Cowboys this season. After that disaster against the Eagles, it's like everything's falling apart. The offense is struggling, the defense has had its issues, and McCarthy's decision-making continues to raise eyebrows. Look, we all know the Cowboys' defense has had some bright spots. Micah Parsons is still an absolute beast, and Trayvon Diggs is doing his thing. But even with those stars, the defense hasn't been able to carry the team to victory. The Eagles game was a perfect example. The defense gave up huge plays and couldn't get the stops when it mattered most. And when the offense can't find any rhythm, that's just a recipe for disaster. Then there's the offense, or should I say, the lack of one. I mean, how many times have we seen the Cowboys drive down the field, only to stall out in the red zone? It's been the same story all season long. Ezekiel Elliott had a costly fumble near the goal line, and even when they got another chance, they couldn't capitalize. It's like there's some kind of curse on this team, right? Every time it looks like they're about to turn the corner, something goes wrong. At this point, fans are wondering if McCarthy is the right guy to lead this team out of the hole they're in. His leadership, or lack thereof, is starting to show. He keeps making these questionable decisions, and honestly, it's hard to see where things are going to improve. He's sticking with the same game plan that's clearly not working, and that's only frustrating fans more. Now, I want to know what you think. Do you still believe McCarthy can turn this around, or are you starting to lose hope like many others? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I really want to hear from you. Also, while you're here, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest Cowboys news, so hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. This season's definitely been tough, but we're not done yet. Stick with me, because we've got to talk about what Jerry Jones is saying, and what he's not saying, about all this. Spoiler alert, it's not looking good for McCarthy. Okay, here's where things get even more interesting, or should I say, tense. Jerry Jones, the man at the top, has been unusually quiet about Mike McCarthy's future. After that embarrassing loss to the Eagles, you'd think Jerry would be a bit more vocal about his head coach's performance, but instead, he's been playing it cool, or at least trying to. In his post-game comments, Jones made it clear that he's not ready to make any drastic changes just yet. "We're going to have to play better than we've been playing right now," he said. But what exactly does that mean? Is he hinting that McCarthy's job is on the line, or is he just trying to deflect the pressure for now? Fans are definitely starting to question whether Jerry Jones is actually backing McCarthy or if he's just buying time. I mean, we've all seen Jerry make bold moves in the past when things aren't going right. So why hasn't he pulled the trigger yet? Is he really going to stick with McCarthy after this mess of a season? Here's the reality: Jones is in a tough spot. On one hand, firing McCarthy mid-season would send a strong message that mediocrity isn't tolerated in Dallas, but on the other hand, if the Cowboys are still in playoff contention, Jones might hesitate to make a change that could rock the boat even more. Now, let me ask you, what do you think Jerry should do? Should he fire McCarthy, or is it too soon? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Go ahead and leave a comment below to let me know where you stand. Oh, and by the way, if you're still with me and enjoying the breakdown, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your support really helps us reach more Cowboys fans just like you. We're aiming for 12,000 subscribers, so let's get there together.
As we continue to break this down, you've got to wonder, if McCarthy is gone, who's next? Who could step in and try to turn this ship around? Let's talk about that in the next chapter. Trust me, things are about to get even more heated. Alright, so here we are, with the big question hanging in the air: if McCarthy's time in Dallas really is up, who's going to take over this team? It's clear the Cowboys are in desperate need of a change, and Jerry Jones is going to have to make a decision sooner or later. But who fits the bill to lead this squad back to greatness? The obvious name that keeps coming up, especially among the fans, is Deion Sanders. I know, you're probably thinking, is that even realistic? But hear me out. Deion's been making waves as the head coach of Jackson State, and he's turned that program into a powerhouse in no time. Plus, we all know how much of an impact he had as a player for the Cowboys back in the 90s. There's no question he has the charisma, the leadership, and the football IQ to take this team to the next level. But here's the catch: would Jerry Jones really pull the trigger on a move like that? Deion is undoubtedly a big personality, and you have to wonder if Jones is willing to take that risk. Could Deion bring the energy and success the Cowboys need, or would his high-profile nature clash with the team's culture? Let me ask you, what do you think about Deion as a potential head coach? Would you welcome him with open arms, or do you think it's a stretch? I really want to know your opinion on this, so drop a comment below and let's get the conversation going. And while you're at it, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Help us grow and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on all the latest updates. We're aiming to hit 12,000 subscribers, and we can't do it without your support. So, whether it's Deion or someone else, what's the right direction for this team? We're about to get into the heart of it all, and in the next chapter, we'll take a closer look at whether firing McCarthy mid-season is actually the right move. Hold tight, because things are about to get real. Now, here's the moment we've all been waiting for: what will Jerry Jones do next? We've broken down the struggles of the Cowboys, Mike McCarthy's questionable decisions, and the potential future of this team. But the real question is, when it comes down to it, will Jerry pull the trigger and make a coaching change? As of now, Jones has been adamant that he won't fire McCarthy during the season. But you have to wonder, what happens if the Cowboys are officially out of playoff contention? What if the losses keep piling up, and the team continues to look uninspired? At that point, Jones might have no choice but to make a move. It's not just about McCarthy's job security either, it's about the future of the Cowboys. Jerry has to be thinking long-term. Will he stick with McCarthy and hope for a miracle, or will he make the tough decision and bring in a new coach to save the season? At the end of the day, Jerry Jones has one goal: winning a Super Bowl. He's been chasing that elusive championship for decades, and as the team struggles, you can feel the pressure building on him to make a decision. The question is, how much longer can he afford to keep McCarthy around if the Cowboys keep falling short? I'm really curious, what do you think Jerry should do? Should he make a change now, or does McCarthy deserve more time to turn things around? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get a debate going. Your opinion matters, and I want to hear it. Before we wrap up, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Your support is crucial to help us grow and keep delivering the best Cowboys content to you. We're getting closer to 12,000 subscribers, and your help can get us there. No matter what happens with McCarthy, one thing's for sure, the Dallas Cowboys have a lot of decisions to make. And as fans, we'll be right here, watching and hoping for the best. Let's hope the future holds better days for the Cowboys.